Hello, everybody. Today we are going to learn about the basic knowledge of electrical drawing recognition. Electrical diagrams are important tools and means used to illustrate the working principle of a circuit, describe the composition and function of a product, and provide installation and usage information. The layout of electrical drawings generally includes drawings numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. The electrical drawing consists of border lines, title blocks, and countersignature blocks. An electrical diagram is a diagram that represents the interrelationships and connections of electrical systems or equipment components and their connections in terms of electrical graphical symbols, annotated enclosures, or simplified shapes. Electrical diagrams are divided into system diagrams or block diagrams, functional diagrams, location diagrams, wiring diagrams, electrical schematic diagrams, etc. A schematic diagram that represents the location of a complete set of devices, equipment, or various items within a device is called a location map. The wiring diagram is used to represent the actual installation position and wiring situation of each electrical component in the electrical control system. Terminal connection diagram is an electrical engineering term published in 1998. The electrical schematic diagram uses graphical symbols and project codes to represent the connection relationships and electrical working principles of various electrical components in the circuit. Electrical symbols are the basic elements of an electrical diagram, including graphical and textual symbols. A graphic symbol represents a device or concept, mark or character, consisting of general symbols, symbol elements, qualifying symbols, etc. 1. General symbol, a usually simple symbol that represents a type of product or its properties. 2. Symbol element, a simple figure with definite meaning that must be combined with other figures to form a complete symbol of a device or concept. 3. Qualifier, a symbol added to other symbols to provide additional information. It generally cannot be used alone, but general symbols can sometimes be used as qualifying symbols. Text symbols are used to represent the category names, functions, states, and characteristics of components, devices, and electrical equipment. They are generally marked above or near the symbols of components, devices, and electrical equipment. The textual symbols in electrical systems are divided into basic text symbols and auxiliary text symbols, with text symbols in uppercase. KM, KM1, KM2. As shown in the figure, the main contact symbol of the contactor consists of a normally open general symbol and a semicircular limiting symbol. KM is a text symbol. If there are multiple contactors, the text symbol can be written as KM1, KM2, etc. All equipment that needs to be connected through terminals using control cables should be labeled according to the principle of circuit numbering. In addition, some devices at the top of the screen also need to be connected to the internal devices through terminal strips. At this point, the top of the screen device can be considered as an external device, and its wire is also labeled according to the circuit numbering principle. The numbering of all electrical components and wires inside and outside the control cabinet must be completely consistent with the numbering on the electrical schematic diagram, as installation and maintenance of electrical circuits must be carried out in accordance with the schematic diagram. The principle is simple, easy to remember, clearly distinguished, beautiful, and clear at a glance. For the sake of clarity, different labeling methods are used for DC and AC circuits, with the labeling of the positive circuit in odd order, 1, 3, 5, 7. The negative circuit is labeled as even-numbered circuits, 2, 4, 6, 8. Label of AC circuit, distinguish the phase number of the circuit in the order of single digits in the AC primary circuit. Distinguish different line segments in the circuit using the order of 10-digit segment. For example, if the first phase is labeled as 1, 11, or 12, the second phase is labeled as 2, 21, 22, the third phase is labeled as 3, 31, 32. Labeling of electric traction and automatic control circuits. Primary circuit, composed of text symbols and numerical labels, such as three-phase AC power supply, L1, L2, L3. These are the horizontal and vertical representations of a single wire, the cross-connection and non-connection of two wires, the exposed laying of wires, and the concealed laying of wires. These are representations of the number of multiple wires. These are wire representations and descriptions, as shown in Figure 1. BV500, 3x16 plus 1x10, represents a single plastic insulated copper wire with a rated voltage of 500 V, a three-phase wire cross-sectional area of 16 mm2, and a neutral wire cross-sectional area of 10 mm. There are three methods to represent the complete graphical symbol of a component in an electrical diagram: centralized representation, semi-centralized representation, and separate representation. In order to indicate that different components belong to the same component, the different components of each component are collectively drawn together and connected by dashed lines. The semi-centralized representation method arranges the graphical symbols of different components of a component separately on the electrical diagram and connects the components belonging to the same component through dashed lines. The separate representation method disperses the symbols of each component that is functionally related on the electrical diagram, and each part is represented by the same project code of the component. This is the vertical drawing of the contacts. This is the horizontal drawing of the contacts. The following are the relevant exercises, students to practice them. That's the end of this class. See you next time.